It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Third and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll work now on second and 4. Now the man who moved inside the NFC North, the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A gain there of 13 yards. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll run with Tracy. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the ground, here's Tracy. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Back to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Second and 7. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. On the give, it's Tracy. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
First and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended, Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Giants has it. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, New York. Oh, what a mistake. 0-0 on the clock. The half is over. You just want to get to the locker room. Instead, you give up a touchdown, Greg. That is an awful way to close out the first half.
Yeah, and it's funny, a play like that, Mike, almost offsets everything good or bad that's gone on previously in that first half. That's all that's on everyone's mind coming into the locker room. Now, coming out of the locker room, they've got to find a way to put that behind them, get that bad taste out of their mouth, and recapture some momentum here to start the third quarter.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Giants 14. Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have a Giants 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings.
He'll look to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final.
I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Brian Burns with the sack, and that's exactly the type of play the Giants envisioned when they traded for him from Carolina back in March. Only 8 sacks a season ago, and the question was that production indicative of him as a player or more of his surroundings? But either way, he's picked up right where he left off, and he's one of the best pass rushers in the entire league.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Big play. 3rd and 2. Motion man sent right. They'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through, and the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's 1st down. To throw is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.